We've been in Thailand for almost 3 weeks now, and we have soaked up the wonderful people, culture, food and wildlife. Many people talk about how captivating Thailand is, and it's easy to understand why. As we enter our 3rd week in Chiang Mai, we're starting to really find our groove as a family. From settling into our condo to integrating some creature comforts from back home, which we'll share more of later in this video, Chiang Mai is starting to feel like home already. Welcome to Live, Learn, Be Free, and hello to all of our new subscribers and viewers too. The response that we have had to our first free video since we arrived in Thailand has been absolutely phenomenal. So I just want to take a moment before we get into this video to say a huge thank you to our viewing audience. Pop and crab. It's been a really busy week that did include an unexpected visit to the hospital. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We've just been to the Carp Café. Again, another spot that is very, very popular in Chiang Mai, and understandably so. What an incredible place. Come and check this out. The Carp Café really is an immersive experience. As soon as you walk through the entrance, it's full of beautiful flowers, waterfalls, steam coming from the sides. It's just a spectacular entry. Then you go round to the seating area with sunken seating so that you are in amongst the carp, and the pool is absolutely full of beautiful, vibrant koi carp. Now, if the scenery, the waterfalls and the immersive experience wasn't enough, you can hand feed the carp with bottles and pellets, and they just go absolutely mad for it. They're clearly very used to being very well fed by visitors. Now, I must say, the food looked absolutely spectacular, but rather sillily, we ate just before we went to the Carp Cafe. So we had a couple of coffees, and Stanley and Margot had some milkshakes, which were delicious. Just round the corner from where we were sitting, there was another pool area with even bigger koi carp. I mean, these ones here, their mouths were big enough to swallow Stanley and Margot's hands, but Stanley and Margot were super brave and continued to hand feed them. Margot's face here really is a picture, how much she's concentrating and tugging that bottle off the carp.
So it's definitely somewhere that's worth a visit. I'm sure you can all agree, just watching the video, it's an incredible place. One thing I would say is that the menu for food does look quite expensive, but it is all fish based, and we haven't eaten anything fish based whilst we've been here, so we can't compare it to prices in Chiang Mai generally. We just opted to have a drink. So we had milkshakes and a couple of coffees, and that came to about 500 baht, which is about 12 quid, which, based on the fact that we were in there well over an hour and we were hand feeding carp with a bottle, for us it was just a great immersive experience, and it was well worth it.
We visited Wat Pratat Doi Kham as part of an organised Worldschooling day out, and it was a really great day. From the huge statues of Buddha and Yaksha to the tour of the temple, Stanley and Margot really immersed themselves. At the temple, Stanley and Margot lit incense, a Thai tradition of sending love and gratitude through rising smoke. As they placed it in the golden urn, they made a little prayer for Bella, our family dog who passed away a year ago. A peaceful moment of remembrance drifting softly towards the heavens. Stanley and Margot are placing tiny squares of gold leaf onto what's called a look mimit, the golden orb that makes the heart of a Thai temple. Each piece of gold represents an offering of love, gratitude and good karma. As they gently press the gold to its surface, it's said to bring light to the temple and peace to the heart. Wat Pratat Doi Kham means Temple of the Golden Mountain. Perched high above Chiang Mai, it's a place of peace and wonder. From here you can see the whole city stretching out below, shimmering rooftops, rolling hills and endless sky. A view that truly takes your breath away.
We're just in the middle of driving down to a cafe after spending the morning at an awesome temple. It was really interactive. It was really good for Stanley and Margot. And interestingly, we joined a home education group, hadn't we, before we came to Chiang Mai. And Jessica Flowers, who organises these activities and days out, it did an incredible job. Great place for us to go. So we've met with 4 or 5 Worldschooling families, which is really nice for us because it's building a bit of community, which was really important as well. And as I say, we're on the way to a cafe for the kids to have a play and for us to have a much needed cold drink. We sadly had our first visit to a hospital today here in Chiang Mai. I'll tell you a little bit more towards the end of this video as to what led us there, but it was with our little boy Stanley. But the really important thing that I wanted to share with you was the experience that we had with Bangkok Chiang Mai Hospital. So even from the moment that we parked the car, there was a little shuttle bus that was taking us to the front door of the hospital, and it was genuinely less than a 3-minute walk. We were through reception and sat in the paediatrics unit within less than 5 minutes, and in front of the doctor within less than 15 minutes. Stanley was diagnosed with something that was different to what we expected, which meant that he had to have an injection and then medication for the next week. So all in all, it was around about an hour, and that's tops. And it cost us just under £50. What they've got here in Thailand, here in Chiang Mai, is a well-oiled machine, a system that clearly works and is incredibly efficient. So for anybody that's looking to travel to Thailand with small children, you're probably going to be in a similar boat to what I was, which is concerned, what if they get ill and I have to go doctors or hospital? Please be rest assured, whilst we never want to go again, what we've experienced today has left us feeling genuinely relieved and in good hands for the time that we spend here from a medical perspective. So Stanley broke out in what we thought was mosquito bites yesterday. When we counted them up, there was over 100, which seemed excessive. And then this morning his eyes were really swollen, and he'd probably got about 20 to 30 more spots on his body. We took him in thinking again, maybe it's mosquito bites. We'll just get him checked over. It turns out he's actually had an allergic reaction to something. We don't actually know what, and the doctor wants to see him again this Wednesday, which we're going to take him for a follow-up. She genuinely seemed to have a concern that he was going to be travelling within Southeast Asia and he may encounter the same thing again. And she wants us to obviously make sure we know what it is and keep him away from it.
So I never ever thought that I would say visiting a hospital was an experience, but I have to say visiting Bangkok Chiang Mai Hospital has been that. From the moment you get here and park your car, you are given a shuttle bus, which is no more than a 2 or 3 minute walk, straight to the entrance to the building. Then when you get inside, they immediately see to you, take your vitals, get everything they need ready to see a doctor. Stanley has seen 2 doctors, One to check up on his rash from the other day. The second was an allergy doctor. They then very quickly initiated a blood test. We're in and out of here within an hour and a half. Yeah, absolutely incredible experience. Is it? And what does it do?
To the hospital.
Does it? Does it deliver people their medicine?
Yes.
And what does it do, Margot? Does it deliver medicine?
Yeah. For people.
I wonder where the robot's going. Come out of its way. Where's it off to then? Even the posters on the walls in this hospital are focused on how you can take better care of yourself through exercise and well-being rather than medication, etc. It's just such an impressive hospital. As a family of 4 in Chiang Mai, we have decided to rent a car, and the reason for that came off the back of a trip we did the other day to Elephant Café and Park.
Yeah.
It cost us 1,200 baht, which is nearly £30 for a return trip. Don't get me wrong, it's a long way out. However, we then decided, let's look at what it costs to hire a car. But why have we chosen a car?
Yes, I think loads of people in Thailand and certainly in Chiang Mai use scooters, and I'm absolutely petrified of riding a scooter, especially with one of these 2 precious diamonds on the front. So that was definitely not an option for us, and I'm also scared of driving, so all lands on these shoulders.
I also think that hiring a car gives us the convenience when these two want to have a nap.
Yeah, good
that
point,
makes
air
our
conditioning.
life easier. It's air conditioned, it's comfortable. And by the way, hiring this car cost us the equivalent of £10 a day for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we were spending easily 1,200 baht a day, some days on grabs.
Yeah, so it's keeping the cost down, it's more
Yeah.
convenient. I also think, given the journey that we did out to Elephant Café and Park, we saw lots of spots along the way. There were signposts for waterfalls, different bits and pieces that, had we had the car on that day and not a grab, we would have stopped off at and explored. So as a family of 4 with young children, they're the reasons why we've decided to hire a car, and we'd highly recommend that if you're flying into Chiang Mai and you're going to be here for at least a couple of weeks or longer, we're going to be here at least a month, then you can arrange it directly from the airport, which would be super convenient. Who was the firm that we did ours through? Yes Away. They're directly outside the exit to the airport, so it could be just a quick transition, really easy to put together as well through the paperwork. They communicate with you through WhatsApp, so it's really good and easy and quick to do. And the final tip is, before you leave the UK, make sure you get your international driving licenses. Sounds obvious, but some people do come over here and forget to get that bit done. Once you've got that done, you're good to go. Today we are visiting the Hidden Village. This is about 25 to 30 minutes outside of the centre of Chiang Mai. So it's an easy run out if you've got a car. And I'd imagine a grab would be a little bit more expensive. But in terms of the location, one of the big draws for us here is they've got the petting zoo, which Stanley and Margot love the interaction on that front. They've got a huge play park, so we'll take you on a tour around the park shortly. They've got the animatronics, which we're looking forward to. We've just got in, and it cost us 600 baht to get in, which works out at just under £14 for us as a family, which is great value. So from what we can see so far, it looks like there's loads to do. There's the play park, there's the petting element, there's the feeding, and then the animatronics with the dinosaurs. So we're really, really looking forward to see what this place has in store. We'll take you behind the scenes and let you see what's what.
Loving that.
Now you have to accept, if you're going to come to Northern Thailand in what is still rainy season at the end of September, then it's going to rain. The great thing about the hidden village is they have got this area here that is covered. We've got the ball pit area, which is like a soft play, and then we've got the huge inflatable slide and what have you. The only thing to bear in mind here is it's an extra 60 baht per child, which works out just under £1.50 per child for 20 minutes to play in this area, which in and of itself is fine. But I suppose if I were to give feedback to the venue, it would feel more comfortable if I was paying a higher entry price, but then these areas and what have you were then included. So it's just something to bear in mind if you're coming here. It is $13.90 to get in as a family of 4, but there are quite a few areas around the park that you're then paying extra for. So just something to consider. Fair to say it's a little bit slippy.
That's the spider cave. Got lots of them in.
Are we going in there, are we?
And they're gigantic.
Are they?
They're pretty scary, aren't they?
I saw one earlier. Hold hands.
I wonder if it's any real spiders, but I think it's big spiders.
Stanley.
Oh wow, so look. A bird has made a bird's nest in the spider.
Must like it.
Yeah, wow.
It's been a pretty full-on week of learning and exploring, but we wouldn't have it any other way. After a packed day at the hidden village, we spent the evening chilling by the pool at our condo. A nice little moment for Stanley and Margot to unwind and just enjoy being in the water. If you enjoy seeing what family life looks like as we travel through Southeast Asia, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow along. We're sharing the real moments, the adventure, the chaos and everything in between as we explore this unbelievably beautiful part of the world.